Thank you for joining us on this live video. We are in the first full week of August. Can you believe it? This year is flying by. We're actually halfway past the halfway point of summer. It's been a hot one here in Las Vegas. Although the new school year already starts next week as well here for Clark County School District. So again, the year is just flying by, and we are headed a homeward stretch, hopefully soon, of the hot stretch in summer. So, if you're looking to move to Las Vegas or already live here and are interested in a market update, you have found the absolute right channel. My name is Mark Pepe, a Las Vegas professional and relocation consultant. I communicate with people daily who are either interested or in the process of moving to Las Vegas from all over the country and world. If this is your first time to this channel, make sure you subscribe here below and you tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market here in Las Vegas, with so much evolving almost daily. Within recent days being a great example of the market evolving, and we're going to get into that here right now. If you haven't heard, the big real estate news in the past week was the tumbling of mortgage rates to their lowest level since April of 2023. After a weak jobs report sent the bond yields sharply lower and boosted Wall Street's expectations for an interest rate cut from the Federal Reserve at its upcoming September meeting. The average rate in Las Vegas for a 30-year fixed mortgage dropped 0.70 percentage points to 5.990, and it's even lower for government loans, which are FHA and VA loans. Again, that's the lowest average rate since April of 2023, according to data from Freddie Mac. So what's happening is the market is moving ahead of the Fed, bringing down longer-term rates, including those for mortgages, which is likely to lead to both more home purchases at higher price points, along with a pickup in refinance activity. We haven't talked about refinancing in years, since COVID days, right? Now they're going to be on the topic again because of where rates are at. Last Friday morning, the Labor Department reported that hiring abruptly slowed in July, with 114,000 new jobs versus the forecasted of 175,000 new jobs, while the national unemployment rate jumped to its highest point since the late 2021 to 4.3%. The significant miss sent stocks tumbling, as well as yields on the 10-year U.S. Treasury, which mortgage rates closely follow as well. The 1% decline in the 10-year bond yield dropped to 3.8% last Friday from the 4.8% it was at a few months ago. If mortgage rates fell by the same amount, borrowers would need approximately $300 less per month on a typical home loan. Last week the Fed held its benchmark interest rate steady as expected, but Chair Jerome Powell signaled the central bank could begin cutting borrowing costs in September, so as long as inflation continues to slow. However, he also noted they are closely watching the labor market for signs of weakness, which he said could indicate the need for cuts. Well, with the slowing labor market indeed a reality, which was released after Powell's comments, some Wall Street economists are now predicting several additional rate cuts throughout 2024. Remember, the Fed mentioned and Chair Powell mentioned that early in the year there'd be about 3 cuts. Then just recently, in the last couple months, he said it's probably only be 1 cut in 2024. Now with the labor market in much lower than it was expected to be, now economists are expecting potentially multiple cuts again between now and the end of the year. Really fascinating, going to be interesting to watch as the year progresses. The economists actually predicted rate cuts could be cutting from its benchmark by 0.5%, which was projected to be forecasted at 0.25%. So double the cut than what's expected potentially next month. So again, we'll have to see what the Fed decides to do with this new data. The bottom line is, if you were priced out of buying a home a few months ago, you definitely need to recheck your status with the lender, which I can provide you with a great referral of one here in Las Vegas if needed. Needless to say, the coming weeks and months should be very interesting as it relates to the movement of interest rates. And as always, I will continue to stay on top of the latest trends to equip you with the latest data and rates so you can make the best informed decision for you. Well, let's get into now and jump into some Las Vegas housing statistics, along with the upcoming events happening around town here in the month of August. If you have any questions, please feel free to engage with me and ask them and leave them here in the comments. So let's start with new listings. June had 2,823 new listings. In July, we had 2,977. Now that's a 6% increase month over month, which is good news considering we were almost down 10% from May to June. And it's not surprising given the time of year that we're in. Next is inventory. These stats I'm about to share with you are for single family homes. June, we had 4,123 homes in the market. In July, 5,076 homes on the market, which equates to a 23% increase. This is the largest month over month increase we have experienced in about 3 years. Inventory in May was 3,727 homes. So in about 6 to 7 weeks, we have seen inventory spike by 1,300 homes, which is great news for potential buyers and not so much for sellers, as they now have more competition. This will be a very important metric to keep a close eye on in the coming weeks and months. If that continues, sellers continue to lose some leverage, while buyers will have more option to choose from, obviously. Quick reminder, or remember this, housing inventory is a snapshot at the end of the month. This snapshot factors in new listings, new contracts, canceled escrows, listings put on hold, and expired listings. So of the 5,076 homes on the market at the end of July, 3,481 were under 700,000. Then you had 746 homes that are between 700,000 and 1 million. And then you had 849 homes over $1 million. Let's transition now to the month's supply, which refers to the number of months it would take for the current inventory of homes on the market to sell given the current sales pace. Now, as a reminder, 4 to 5 months of supply would be considered average. A lower number means that means buyers are dominating the market with relatively fewer sellers. A higher number means that there are more sellers than buyers. And I know I shared that on every live video, but for those of you that may not watch every live video, I want to really inform you again what the month supply looks like as it relates to the numbers. In June, we're at 2.1 months. July, we've actually increased now a bit to 2.36. Not a huge jump, but again, it's a 12.3% increase. And that's a whole lot more than we've seen recently. While this number continues to grow slowly over the last few months, we easily continue to be in a seller's market, still needing roughly around 4,000 more homes on the market to be considered somewhat balanced. Next is average days in the market. In June, the number was 27 days in the market. In July, we increased by 3 days to 30 days. Now, this is an increase of 11.1%. which speaks to more of the price reductions we have been experiencing lately, due mostly to sellers not pricing their home accurately from the outset, ultimately resulting in homes sitting on the market longer. Now remember, don't get price reductions confused with lower home prices. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. New contracts or homes that went into escrow, otherwise known as pending listings, in June, we had 2,683. In July, we had 2,716. That's a 1.2% increase. Now, that's pretty close to flat. So it's going to be interesting to see what this number does in the last month of summer. Next is the sales price to list ratio. In June, we're at 98.9%. In July, we're at 98.5%. Now, sellers were ever so slightly more flexible in July than they were in June. Now, if inventory continues to rise, don't be surprised at all to see this ratio drop even more. Next, we have homes sold. In June, we had 1,977 homes sold. In July, that number bumped up to 2,152 homes. This equates to an 8.9%, call it 9% increase, which is a nice bounce back after experiencing an 11% decline from May to June. So keep in mind, these are resales or new construction homes listed on the MLS. All other new construction homes, which typically makes up about 1/3 of all home sales every month, are not included in these figures. So these numbers don't really paint a completely accurate picture of the total homes sold, but nonetheless gives you a good idea of where the market's at and potentially where we're headed. Next is, and I'm sure you're all interested in hearing this one, the median sales price. Again, this is for a single family home in the Las Vegas Valley. June, we were at $475,000. Any guesses on what we did in July? I'll give you a little hint. Yep, we went up to $480,000. So it went up $5,000, which represents yet another increase. This one at 10.5%, just in 1 month alone. So if you're keeping track at home, home prices have increased every month so far this year in 2024. In fact, since the beginning of the year, the median sales price has risen $35,000 or 7.8%. Remember, projections were only at between 3 and 4% this year, and we're already at 7.8. Now again, prices obviously could come down. I don't foresee, all the metrics are showing that they're going to continue to rise, but at 7.8% already, if it continues to rise, we're going to exceed that. So we're close to double what the forecasted projected home appreciation was going to be this year. From a year-over-year perspective, home prices are now up 6.6% from July of 2023. Lower inventory and stronger demand are going to keep prices elevated. This trend is not forecasted to change anytime in the near future. In fact, with interest rates dropping as much as they have in the last couple of weeks, don't be surprised at all if we surpass the all-time median sales price high of $482,000 set in May 2022. I would not be surprised if we break it this month in August. Well, let's switch gears a bit now. I hope this gives you a good feel for how the housing market's performing. Let's now highlight a number of higher profile events happening this month and every month, of course, here in Las Vegas. Let's start with a few local events that include Second Sunday at Downtown Container Park on August the 11th. You're going to come by and see some live art, live entertainment, and over 20 local vendors from 5 to 9 p.m. Of course, there are the 3 different farmers markets happening every month. Every Saturday at Downtown Summerlin, every Monday at Lee's Family Forum in the parking lot, formerly known as the Dollar Loan Center in the city of Henderson, and then every Thursday at the District at Green Valley Ranch, which is also in Henderson. Then there is Market in the Alley, which is a curated market focused on supporting local makers, artists, musicians, and culinary innovators that's taking place on August the 31st at 5:30 p.m. at the District at Green Valley Ranch. Then there is the Common Kings, who are performing a free concert at the Fremont Street Experience on August 31st. With a number of other concerts and comedy shows that are happening around town this month, as they do every month, what I'm about to share with you is just a snapshot of who is performing. It's definitely not a complete list, or we'd be here all day. The first venue is the Dolby Live Theater at Park MGM. Mariah Carey continues her residency August the 7th, the 9th, and the 10th. And then Bruno Mars is also back. He continues his residency of the last few years on August 20th, the 23rd through the 24th, the 27th through the 28th, and the 31st. Over at Allegiant Stadium, it is going to be packed with country music fans as Morgan Wallen's One Night at a Time World Tour invades Las Vegas August the 8th and the 9th. At the Sphere, the Dead & Company continues their Dead Forever residency, August the 8th through the 10th. At T-Mobile Arena, Future and Metro Boomin' We Trust You Tour is performing on August the 30th. At the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace, a Las Vegas icon, Rod Stewart, is performing August the 7th. The Killers, formed right here in Las Vegas back in 2001, are performing over multiple dates in August. So you'll want to check out the Coliseum's website for exact dates. Then you have Jerry Seinfeld returns August 9th and 10th. Over at the Brooklyn Bowl, which is at the Link, has a busy month like they do every month, and they are absolutely popping almost, 3-4 times a week it seems like, with events and performers. You've got the Dead South happening on August 17th. You got Juvenile and Manny Fresh with the 400 Degree Band on August 23rd. You've got Me First and the Gimme Gimmes on August 24th. And then you got the Green Summertime Tour August 28th. Steel Pulse August 29th. And the Thievery Corporation August 30th. I probably butchered the name. You've got MGM Grand, Sammy Hagar on August the 9th. You got Gene Aiko August 10th. 21 Pilots, the Clancy World Tour on August the 31st. Then over at Planet Hollywood at the Back Theater, you've got Prevail and Hailstorm on August 17th. Shania Twain is back with her residency August the 23rd and 24th, 29th, and 31st. Then you got Virgin Hotel. You got Co Wetzel on August the 10th. Boy George, Hello Vegas, and Intimate Night with Me tour on August the 24th. Then you got Switchfoot, Blue October, and Matt Nathanson on August 31st. Over at the Venetian, Lewis Black, August 16 and 17. Christina Aguilera continues her residency August 30th and 31st. And then you got Kathleen Magdigan on August 30th and 31st. Then over at the Palms, Rick Springfield and Richard Marks, August 17th. Christopher Cross, August 24th. Dane Cook, August 30th. Kenny Babyface Edmonds performing on August the 31st. Next, over at Fontainebleau, the newest mega resort on the Strip, has Jane's Addiction on August the 9th. Hootie and the Blowfish's Summer Camp with Trucks Tour on August 24th. Over at the Cosmopolitan, you've got Love and Laughter with Tony Braxton and Cedric the Entertainer continuing their residency on August the 9th and 10th. You got the Wallows August 11th. Boys to Men, August 23rd and 24th, and the 30th and 31st. Over at the Westgate, you got Howie Mandel performing on August the 31st. House of Blues, they've got a pretty busy month. August the 17th, Alex G. August 23rd, they have Cole Chamber. And on August 30th, they have Epic High, the Pump Tour. Then at the Wynn, you got Neo, August 7th, 9th, and 10th. Taylor Tomlinson is back in Las Vegas, August the 16th through the 17th. Then you got the Smith Center, which is in downtown Las Vegas, away from the Strip, but it's really a fantastic venue and really a unique venue at that for concerts and performing arts in downtown, as I mentioned, Las Vegas. You got Clint Holmes, August the 7th, Cosmic Blues, August the 8th. Then you got Bluey's Big Play, a new theatrical adaptation of the Emmy Award-winning children's TV series, August the 9th through the 11th. So it's not a concert, it's not a comedy show. It is a more of a Broadway theater style show that every kid under 10 at least, I would imagine, are gonna find very, very entertaining. Then you got Steve Gadd Band happening August the 10th. You've got Michael Grimm, August the 14th. Mike Dawes on August 17th. Then you've got another hit musical show. This is gonna be a musical comedy. There we go. I'll get it out of my mouth. Called Company, August the 20th through the 25th. Then you got the Bruce Harper Big Band, August 27th, and Frankie Moreno is back August the 30th. Over at Brad Garrett's Comedy Club at the MGM Grand, you have Drew Thomas, August the 6th and the 7th. That's actually 6th, that's actually tonight and tomorrow, obviously. Then you got Alonzo Bodden, August the 12th through the 14th and the 17th. Emma Willman, August the 19th through the 22nd. Brad Garrett himself over multiple dates in August. And then Greg Warren, August 26th through the 28th. Then over at Lee's Family Forum, you've got Keith Sweat, August the 31st. At Resorts World, Chris Young, August 10th. Carrie Underwood continues her Reflection residency over multiple dates in August. And then Theo Vaughn, August the 30th through the 31st. At South Point Casino, Can't Get Next to You, a Temptations experience, August the 9th through the 11th. As for sporting events happening this month of August, you've got the back-to-back WNBA champions Las Vegas Aces continue their season post-Olympic break with multiple games at the Michelob Ultra Arena at Mandalay Bay. This month, highlighted by a game versus the New York Liberty, August the 17th. Games against New York Liberty, the New York Liberty are always entertaining and very close usually. You got the Las Vegas Aviators. Our AAA minor league baseball team continues their season as well this month with home games at the Las Vegas Ballpark in Summerlin, August the 13th through the 18th, versus the Oklahoma City Baseball Club, which is the affiliate for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So all you Dodger fans, if you want to come out and see your team's future, they'll be here mid-August. Believe it or not, football season is right around the corner. The Las Vegas Raiders host 2 preseason games this month. You've got August the 17th versus the Dallas Cowboys and August 23rd versus the San Francisco 49ers, who are not going to have fond memories of playing at Allegiant Stadium, losing in the Super Bowl just 6 months ago. The regular season kicks off in September. College football also kicks off with a marquee matchup between the University of Southern California, USC, versus Louisiana State University, LSU, on Sunday, September 1st at Allegiant Stadium as well. I know it's September, but I want to bring that up now because my live video for September will be past this game, and I know some of you will want to know about that date if you haven't got your tickets already. For sure going to be a marquee matchup, college kickoff game at Allegiant. Then there is the Indoor Football League's National Championship game being played August 17th at Lee's Family Forum, again in Henderson. The 2 teams playing in the game are still to be determined, with the conference championship games being played this week. The PPA Tour Las Vegas Pickleball Cup, which is August the 27th out Fontainebleau. This sport absolutely continues to explode. I can barely get on a court myself here at a local park. They're always packed. As always, things consistently change here in Las Vegas. New events are added and others are canceled, so be sure to stay on top of any event that you're planning to attend. Every venue and resort has a complete list of all their events on their website that you can check out. As you can tell, there is never a shortage of concerts, shows, sporting events, or comedies for you to see should you decide to call Las Vegas home. Well, I hope you found this August 2024 market update and upcoming event schedule valuable. So make sure you subscribe below and comment if you have any questions or found this video helpful. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to check out our other videos on Las Vegas and the surrounding areas so you can continue to get a realistic sense of what it would feel like to live here in the Las Vegas Valley. If you're planning on moving within the next month or the next year, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or even book a Zoom appointment here in the description below. Having relocated myself to the Las Vegas Valley over 15 years ago now, actually over 16 years now, I know firsthand all the moving parts and nuances with picking up and starting over in a new city. That's why I am passionate about helping people just like you make a smooth and stress-free move to Las Vegas. So before we end this live, I wanted to ask if anyone here has any questions on the Las Vegas market. As you can tell, there is never a dull moment as the market continues to evolve, and will definitely be something, as I mentioned earlier, to keep an eye on as the summer winds down. Just checking here, I don't see any other comments. So I wanted to thank you again for all of you who have joined us live here. So until next time, we hope to show you around town very, very soon.